Well, I think I should say right at the outset that it's a very, very concentrated portfolio. We only own 29 companies in it. And really what I'm looking for is an economic moat, something around the business, that barriers to entry so the competition can't encroach on it. And that economic moat really comes from one of three things. The first would be people skills, the skills of the people actually in the business. And a couple of great examples of that would be RWS Holdings or NCC Group. The second area is businesses that capture a piece of their customer's mind. Again, in three examples. In the soft drink space, Iron Brew, its manufacturer is AG Bar, we own that. In the hard liquor space, Diageo, with a fantastic roster of brands, business that not only captures a piece of its customers' minds, but also a piece of their livers as well. And the third one in that sort of area I'd identify is Games Workshop, make these little wargaming miniatures based on sort of Tolkien-esque patterns. And the great thing about that business is the people who play that Hobbit, they're absolutely hooked. It's the nearest thing to legalised drug dealing on the stock market, that business. And then the final area I'd point to is proprietary technology, which may or may not be patented. And a couple of examples of that, patented would be Rotork, and non-patented but with regulatory barriers around it would be a company called Bioventix. I don't really work off investment themes. I work totally bottom up, looking at companies and trying to find the very best companies that I can to invest in. Themes to some extent play out. I think the only sort of theme I've got at the moment is probably the latest business that we bought for the portfolio, which is a company called MJ Gleeson. They remediate brownfield land and get planning permission on it, and they build affordable homes, typically about £125,000 a house. So that's a theme in the sense that what's been coming out of the Conservative conference about promoting that area to produce more housing for people to get on the ladder. That's the only real theme I can think of at the moment. Elsewhere in the portfolio, it really is invested across the waterfront. You hear a lot of talk that the market's heading for a correction, and a lot of people saying it's expensive. Some stocks are expensive. I mean, particularly what are dubbed the bond proxies are looking pretty full at the moment. But against that, I'm finding pockets of value within the market. And of the companies we've got in the portfolio, I reckon half of them have got really quite a deal of recovery potential to come through. The state of the economy at the moment is much, much stronger than all the doom mongers predicted after Brexit. Brexit's been a bit of a non-event, in fact. So overall, I don't like predicting markets because it's a fool's errand, but my own feeling at the moment is that this market really wants to go better. Well, I'd say my favourites companies are the 29 that we're invested in the portfolio out of about 3,000 that are available in full listing or AIM. I mean, an awful lot of the stock market, frankly, is uninvestable. But I mean, within those 29, there are some that, I am more than happy to be with for ever and a day. I mean, Diageo, which I mentioned earlier, great business. It's always going to be around. Other businesses that I mentioned, like RWS or NCC, niche businesses, great strengths. Another one would be AB Dynamics, which makes must-have products for the global automotive industry. All of those type of businesses are almost bulletproof. And then on top of that, we've got some great businesses in there that one day will probably get taken over. So businesses like Scarpa Group or TriFast are possibilities. Really, there's all sorts in there, and they're great businesses. Otherwise, I wouldn't own them.